Time to talk about our pet's health, and Dr. Jerome Williams is here once again to answer your questions. Give us a call at 741-9272. Dr. Williams and Jillian.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Good to be here.
I'm glad you are here along with Jillian. She's looking very, oh, just look at her.
Yeah, just
All
checking
right.
herself out.
Yeah, I see myself on TV. I believe Mary Ann's our first caller, Dr.
Okay.
Williams. Mary Ann, you there?
Yes, I am.
Go ahead with your question.
Yes, I have a 14-month-old blue tick pit bull that has been diagnosed with yeast infection
Yes,
as of May, and he's been on medication, ointment, shampoo, all kind of stuff, and he's not getting any better. He's getting worse.
Oh,
What should I do?
If it's yeast only and it's systemic over the entire body, you need to go systemically with medication by mouth. Most
I've
often,
had that.
You have that. Well, you
Yes,
may
sir.
also have a concurrent secondary bacterial infection along with that yeast. Often it's
So you think it's bacterial?
yes. Often it's necessary to treat both simultaneously. You may need an antibiotic for the bacterial infection while you're simultaneously treating the yeast.
have you had an antibiotic yet?
Well, I take him back to the vet and then treat him for bacterial infection.
Right. Also, make sure you don't have another underlying problem such as mange or some kind of other metabolic problem. Sometimes.
But I dipped him in the Happy Jack dip 4 times. I've
Okay.
used it 4 times, and it doesn't help.
But there may be another underlying problem that just has not been yet identified. So
Okay.
you'll stay with it. I'm certain the doctor can get to the bottom of it.
I thank you very much.
All right.
Okay.
Good luck.
You have a good day.
All
Thanks,
right.
you too. Diana is from Southside. Diana, hi.
Hi.
Hi, what's your question?
My dog, he's part lab and part pit, and he's like 12 and a half years old. His head on the top is starting to get pointy the more older he gets. Is that something I need to worry about?
I'm certain I did not. Repeat that, please.
She said the top of his head starting to get pointy.
Pointy.
Is that normal, or is there something going on?
That's probably the muscles that you are seeing with age are beginning to shrink or lessen in size. So it should be probably nothing wrong there. You're probably seeing the result of getting older.
Like the rest
I
of
mean,
us?
it's the side of his top of his head is starting to like shrink literally.
Both sides
and it's getting real pointy.
Both sides equally?
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's probably normal. We do have it checked out to be certain, but I think that's normal, part of the normal aging process.
Okay, and he's still pretty active. Is there anything I can give him, any kind of a diet to help him stay around longer?
Well, the kidneys began to fail on dogs when they get about 7, 8, 9 years old. So going on a diet that's for older pets, that's specifically less stressful to the kidneys, certainly will prolong the life.
Okay, thank you.
Talk to your veterinarian. There are some that are over the counter, also they have prescription level that really would make a big difference.
All right. Good luck, honey.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, we don't think about that 7 and 8 being
Yeah.
for a dog, but it really is,
Yeah.
isn't it? All right, Sabrina, I'm sorry, did you say Sabrina? Okay. Hey, Sabrina, how are you?
You there, Sabrina?
Did we lose Sabrina?
Hello?
Hi, go ahead with your question.
Fine,
Sabrina.
how you doing this morning?
Good. Go ahead with your question for the doctor.
I was calling to ask a question. I have a half chow and half German Shepherd mix,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a tend to itch a lot. I mean, he has real good coat and stuff, but he shed and he itches a lot, and he hates to go outside.
It may be allergies, but again, I've said this many times on this program, the most common cause of itching and scratching in the pet is the flea. So you want to make certain you got that controlled first of all before you begin looking at other things. If he refuses or don't want to go outside, it's probably something out there that he's allergic to. It may be it may be the grass that he's in contact with, or maybe one that he's inhaling when outside. So that could be a clue to you that there's something out there that's a bother.
Are you seeing any spots or anything on where he scratches at all?
I see no spots on him, period.
But with the chow mix, that hair coat
It's
is
so
so
thick,
so
yeah.
thick. So you got to look carefully and deeply for the presence of fleas. I suspect that may be a problem.
Okay, and another question: I think he's like 3 years old now, and how often do he need to take his shots? Like,
Well, either 6 months or once a year, depending on your veterinarian's protocol, but no less than once a year. But maybe as often as every 6 months.
All right, thank you so much. And I know we have somebody on hold. If you can stay on hold if you're still there, and we'll get Dr. Williams to talk to you off air. But thank you all for calling in. Thank you.
Always good to be here.
Okay, good to see you. All right.